live sessions, these live talks every Friday where I talk to one of our alumni and we talk about what they learned, what they've been up to, what they're doing, what they're planning to do, etc., etc. So today with me, I have an alumni from our Beria Springs, that is the Rawalpindi campus of TMUC, who's going to tell us a little about himself. Okay, as you all know, I allow my alumni to introduce themselves. So we have Safwan with us today. He's a graduate of TMUC Rawalpindi campus. Hello, Safwan. Thank you so much
Hello.
for joining us. We are so
Thank
happy
you.
to have you here.
Thank you so much.
I just said few things about you. I want you to introduce yourself to the audience.
So my name is Safwan, and I'm a graduate of TMUC and as well of Hertfordshire. So I graduated in last September 2021, and yeah, so life's going on.
Okay. Okay. So Safwan, everybody, Safwan is a very recent graduate because we're going to have more graduates like in the coming months. So this was the last batch that graduated. So he's like the freshest graduate that I'm talking to right now, the freshest alumni we have. So Safwan, first tell us about the University of Hertfordshire Business Administration course that you were enrolled in. Like, how do you think that course is better than the courses, the business courses that are being offered in our local universities? And like, just tell us a little about that.
Yeah, so I think it's much better than the other universities like in Pakistan. If we consider, I think Beria University or Comstats or any other university that offer business courses, because they use books, and I think like the books are like 5 to 7, 8 years old, and like every student is keeps learning that books. So in Hertfordshire, they give us situations related to the present situations going on. So like they gave us in the COVID situation, they gave us assignments related to COVID, and like all of the assignments and all of the study is based on the present situation. So I think it creates like a difference between us and the other students that learn from different books. Like the books are like 5, 7, 8 years old.
Exactly. So what you're trying to say is that they're, going with the time, and there's more practical learning in that matter,
Yes, exactly,
right?
definitely.
And there's no because the world is constantly changing, and that's like
Yes,
the best thing about the modern education and the transnational education that the TMUC is offering. That
yeah,
they keep you updated, and you are just walking with the time,
yes.
and that's a plus, obviously. So you just graduated. Your degree was assignment based, or was it an examination based degree?
So it is a 3 year degree. So in the first 2 years, it was all assignments. But in the last year, we had assignments as well as we also had exams. So they call it CW1 and CW2. So the CW1 was an assignment based, and the CW2 was an exam.
Okay, so how did it differ in the COVID situation? Was it more assignment in that, or was it both?
Yeah, it was both. It was both. It was related to both of them.
Okay.
So we
So
at
you
the first part
just
was assignment. Yeah.
monitored examinations.
Sorry.
Those were the monitored exams, right? The
Yes.
online
Yes.
exams that were.
Yes.
Oh my God. So what do you think? Is that more stressful, or is the live examination more stressful?
Oh, I think the live examination is way more stressful.
It's very
Like
stressful.
yes.
Okay.
So it
Yeah,
like
because you're overly exposed in there, and
yes.
there's just a room for a lot of relaxation. I'm not talking about cheating. I'm just saying that there is this natural pressure when you're in the
Exactly.
examinations.
Yeah. So if
Difference
I
in
think the
your own.
online examinations give you a little bit of an edge of like you are in your own comfort zone, you're sitting in your room or
Yes.
sitting in your own personal space and doing your exam by your own ease.
All right. So, what was your major? Like, what did you choose in your final year? Like, we all know that in business you have like majors and courses. What
Yes.
was your major?
So my major was in marketing. So I was like
Okay.
more towards marketing. I was confused between marketing and finance. So at the end, I chose marketing.
So was it because you liked marketing, or was it because finance was difficult?
No, I like both of them. So,
Okay,
but I think
that's
like
a new one
marketing.
for me.
Yeah, yes. So I like marketing because like in nowadays every business, if a business starts, they need marketing. They have to market their product or their business to like
The right
compete with it.
sort.
Yes. So they have to compete with their sorry, uh, competitors. So I think marketing is, I think, much more fun than finance. It's more creative.
Yeah, it is more creative, and you're right about the fact that that these days, since the world is changing so
Yes,
in a fast pace, that everything has to be new, everything has to be
definitely.
different,
Yes.
and the market there's competition in marketing now.
Yeah.
You cannot compete. Obviously, there's a competition in the product, but when it comes to marketing, marketing has to be like your top game in that manner.
Yes,
So,
definitely. Yes.
what like have you done any internships recently
Yes,
in marketing?
I've worked with two different companies. I've
Mhm.
completed my two different internships. So I'm working with another one in these days. So I've been working.
Okay, so tell us about your internship experience because a lot of people prefer doing all these internships after they have completed the course, not
Yes,
while they are studying. So,
yes.
what's your take on that? Like, what's a better option according to you? Is it better to do an internship while you're in your academic journey, or after when you're done with the degree?
I think both of them are fine. Depends on your courses, I think. So if you're like your major is in finance or like your major is in any type of maths related, so I think it is more related. You should like start internships doing your degree. So in marketing, because you can learn a lot and can prepare yourself for like the exams or the assignments. But in marketing, I think it gives you more much of an experience if you graduate and then go for the internships.
Yeah, because it's more of a creative work, and
Yes,
you can never limit yourself when it comes to creativity. You
yes,
should
definitely.
learn no matter what
Yes,
and whenever you get the opportunity. So, what's your take on our Pakistani marketing that's going on these days? Let's talk about first of all the social media marketing, the digital marketing.
yes. I think after COVID, everyone have learned that digital marketing is the number one marketing, because everyone was locked down in their houses and everyone was sitting, but everyone was using their phones, their laptops, everything. So I think digital marketing has much more reach than the conventional marketing. And after COVID, I think everyone is trying to switch to digital marketing.
So the one thing that I like about this whole situation is that people, the old businesses, the very very
Yes,
old businesses, the traditional ones, they wouldn't change. But
yes,
now
yes,
they have accepted this change
yes,
and they have become more digital and they're using those platforms and they're using it right now. Like they're listening to the right people, they're listening to the
yes,
right
definitely.
advice. So this is what makes me happy about the digital marketing that the old businesses, the ones who did not even need marketing, the ones who were
Yes,
just
definitely.
blooming even before all this came, they are using added that it has only added value to the existing big businesses. So,
Yes,
like if I talk about the Samba, they're like old bakeries, they're old sweet shops, they're old restaurants, they're old clothing places who did not need marketing, but now when they're on it, their game is so high.
yes,
Do
definitely.
you
Yeah.
agree with me?
So, yeah, everyone's like everyone get to know that if they do not even need marketing, but they need marketing. So I think
Yeah.
everyone thinks that like
Every
the brand.
product, every brand needs.
Yes, definitely. Yes. So I think if a brand thinks that they do not need marketing, I think they would be like screwing their brand. I think you have to market your brand in every like a little while.
Okay, I have this one question. Even though I know the answer to it, and I am sure that I don't have a very clear answer to it since you have studied about it, I want you to, nicely differentiate between advertising and marketing.
So yeah, so advertising is like if a brand comes up with a new product, and if we see a billboard, but we don't know, I think the Grana when Grana started their marketing, so they just printed their logos on the billboards. No one knew what is, and also the Jovi app. The Jovi app, like if the billboards just say Jovi
That was
app.
advertising that you're saying?
Sorry.
That was advertising, the
Yes.
Jovi and the Grana tactic that was
Yes.
there
So,
when they came
so
out. Okay.
they made everyone curious. So, like, what is that? What is Grana? Like, what is Jovi? Like, used to think like, what is Jovi? What what is coming? So after they released the brand, after they marketed themselves, so like everyone knew about the brand. Like, oh, okay, so Jovi is an app which you can use to order anything you want.
All right. And how is marketing? Like, what is the difference between marketing? Like, we understand that's advertising. Let's talk about
Yes.
marketing a little, just, to define the difference.
So, like I told you, like they advertise their logos, just their logos, just to create curiosity. So after their advertisement, they when they launched their brand, they started their marketing. So like after that, they started to reach out to cricket teams or to, and like they started giving sponsors. They market themselves in the field so that
Okay.
everyone should know about. Like I know what Joey is, but I didn't knew what Joey, like I knew what the Joey app is, or like what I only saw the billboards, but I didn't know what Joey was.
Actually, one is awareness, the other is making it
Yes,
sellable.
yes,
That's the
yes,
easiest thing what I understand from your definition.
yes. So advertisement is like, yeah. You're right. Yeah, I think.
Okay. So, Safwan, tell me, since you just graduated, like what are you doing currently, and what have you been doing since September 21?
So I've been doing my internships lately,
Okay.
and I've been so like in the future I'm applying for my masters as well. So I'm also
Oh,
looking forward to apply for my masters, and I also applied in the University of Hertfordshire. So let's see what happens, if they give me the admission or not.
or you have to like find a job here and
Yes,
get a master's here. So you're applying for like an international master's. So
yes,
like
I'm.
good luck with that, and definitely
You,
like I'm sure you're going to land a position, a seat over there. Considering how good of a student you've been. Just tell me, how was your university life? Because that's like a very important phase of your life. The
yes,
time that group, that's like a make or break point of view. You either become a successful person or you either just lose it
yes,
all. How
yes.
was TMUC? How was being a TMUC student has changed you? Like, what is like one major life lesson that TMUC has taught you?
So like the day I started TMUC, so after spending 3 years, I have to say it. I miss it. I spent this whole year doing internships and all, but I TMUC, like the students, the teachers, the all the staff were so much supportive. So yeah, and I think TMUC was the second family to me because the teachers and the subject teachers, everyone was so supportive. So on the job, I met all my teachers, and I told them like I miss it. If I don't go to University of Hertfordshire, I'm coming back for my masters there.
No, that's wonderful. See, this is what an institution has done. This is what every institution should do for their students. Like, it's not just about educating someone. It's not just about giving degrees. It's just not just about providing the opportunities. You have to have that bond with your students as well. Because, as I said earlier, it's like a make and break point. Because you spend like 4 good years of your life or 3 good years of your life in an institute, so it has to be like really, really good experience for not just the students but the faculty as well. So I remember because when I met you at the job fair the other day, every faculty member was speaking so highly of you because they have a relationship with you because you've had a good relationship with them as well. So that was clearly obvious, and it's something when a student tells good things about their teachers, but I witnessed a lot of teachers were speaking really highly of you. So that's something that made me so happy watching the Ravindi students get together at that day. So I really wanted to talk to you and want you to have your experiences shared with other people out there, other students of TMUC.
Yeah.
So good job. You've been a good student.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, okay, tell me this one thing. You have studied the University of Hertfordshire's bachelor's in business
In business.
administration. So, how would you like? There are different experiences with everyone. Like, if I ask someone from the law department, what would be that one advice you would give to your students? They would say, internships kar lo, ya citation seek lo, etc. Apni technical terms lo. What is that one thing you have learned from your experience? Where you slightly went wrong and you learned कि नहीं यार, अगर कोई भी मतलब UH का ये कोर्स करता है तो उसको ये नहीं करना चाहिए, इस तरह करेगा तो ज़्यादा बेहतर. Like one advice for the juniors that you would give for in academic academic point of view, so not emotional. We'll get back. We'll get on that later.
Yeah, so I usually advise my juniors. I was in the last semester. I had my some juniors studying with us. So I told them that don't be afraid. Like sometimes UH does like strict marking. So but they keep on uh, like if you're on if your result is on like top, so they will give you your marks. It's not like they're gonna but yeah, they are strict. So if you're missing citations, I think everyone should focus on citations. And the other thing is like index, and like the index citation, they take it way more seriously than here in we take it in Pakistan. They take it way more seriously. Like if like according to them, uh, I had a chat with the professor in Hertfordshire. So he told me that if you don't have citations, we think that you stole the stuff from any it's like you stole someone's work. So I think citation is definitely a definite thing to
Okay.
learn and to add.
Okay. Yeah, this is something even I would advise my juniors as well, because even though I'm from the art field, I'm graduate of fashion and textile design. But when it comes to report writing, when it comes to referencing, it has to be like there has to be a lot of clarity over there.
Yes.
Okay, so Safwan, tell us one wise advice, like some words of wisdom for your juniors. We have talked about the academics, so let's take your wisdom for the juniors.
About what?
I want you to share like good words of wisdom for your juniors, like one advice. Academic तो आपने बता दी ना. What else would you like to tell? कि ये नहीं करना, वो करना है, ऐसे करना है.
मैं मतलब frankly speaking, मैं तो कहता हूँ यूनिवर्सिटी लाइफ आपको एंजॉय करनी चाहिए. मतलब ठीक है.
Same.
और TMUC में मतलब जो जितना मेरा अच्छा टाइम गुजरा है, मैं तो कहता हूँ कि यार मैं वापस किस तरीके से चला जाऊँ. लाइक इफ व्हेन आई मीट माय फ्रेंड्स, सो मैं उनको अक्सर कहता हूँ यार ऐसा करते हैं, कुछ करते हैं. टीचर्स के पास वापस हमारे एक सर हैं, सर सलमान. आई वाज लाइक सर सलमान को कहते हैं हमारी कैसी क्लास रख दें, वापस चलते हैं. तो यूनिवर्सिटी लाइफ इज लाइक लोग कहते हैं ना यूनिवर्सिटी जाओगे तो यूनिवर्सिटी ईजी है, यूनिवर्सिटी ईजी नहीं है,
Mhm.
यूनिवर्सिटी के बाद वाली लाइफ जो है वो बहुत मुश्किल है। तो यूनिवर्सिटी वाले टाइम में तो हर बंदा काफ़ी इंजॉय करे,
Mhm.
क्योंकि वो टाइम यू कैन नॉट गेट दैट टाइम बैक। सो और
Exactly,
एंड
and
स्टडिंग इन टीएमयूसी, मैं तो कहता हूँ लाइक टीएमयूसी के बारे में पता नहीं, लोग रूमर्स थे, नहीं टीएमयूसी अच्छा, नहीं टीएमयूसी, 3 साल स्पेंड किया। आई थिंक टीएमयूसी इज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ पाकिस्तान।
I agree with you because I myself am an alumni and I miss it. That's why I'm here. I'm back here working for TMUC now.
Yeah, so I think I like TMUC that much, so मैंने अपने भाई का भी एडमिशन फौरी करवाया, उसने भी लॉ करना था, मैंने कहा चलो टीएमयूसी चलो।
Oh, that's wonderful. We have another alumni in the making from the law department.
Yes.
That's excellent. So, someone tell me, like, since you're working internships and all, what is like your where do you see yourself in 5 years? Maybe 5 years later, I'll be interviewing you again. We'll be live again
Yeah,
as
yeah,
a TMUC alumni.
so first of all, I want to complete my masters, and after that,
Okay.
I see myself on a much higher post of a company. So I applied for the jobs, a few jobs. So लोग कहते थे यार टीएमयूसी के स्टूडेंट्स को, या आप मतलब द स्टूडेंट्स आर स्केर्ड, सम स्टूडेंट्स आर स्केर्ड कि यार हम टीएमयूसी में पढ़ के बाहर की डिग्री ले रहे हैं, पता नहीं हमें जॉब मिलेगी नहीं मिलेगी। सो आई वेंट ऑन अ फ्यू इंटरव्यूज एंड दे वर लाइक हमें चाहिए ही सिर्फ रूट्स और टीएमयूसी के स्टूडेंट्स, हमें और स्टूडेंट्स चाहिए ही नहीं। दे वर लाइक हमें लम्स के स्टूडेंट्स चाहिए या हमें टीएमयूसी या रूट्स के स्टूडेंट्स चाहिए। तो लाइक jobs are available for every student. So I see myself in 5 years on a higher level of a big multinational company.
See, that's a wonderful thing. Like, people like employers and companies, they're recognizing TMUC
Yes.
for the quality education that TMUC is providing. Not just because we have become a brand that we have, and we can't deny that. But there's quality education, and there's no one out there here, Abhi, who can challenge that because there's nothing that will change their opinion about it. So that's a good thing. I'm happy that you're sharing your personal experience about it. That their employer who would prefer hiring someone who has graduated from TMUC who has an international qualification. So that's a wonderful thing. So,
Yes.
are you more of a job person or are you more of an entrepreneur?
Yeah, I'm more of an entrepreneur. I usually say to my parents that don't expect from me that I'll be like मैं jobs कर रहूँगा 15-20 साल या 10 साल तक मैं jobs करूँगा. Don't expect that. I'll like for the max I'll 5 to 7 years, and I'll start up my own some company or some anything. But I do not want jobs. I'm
All right. So, if I may ask your long-term plan, because you have a degree in business administration, you have your major in marketing, and you have experience. You have done internships, and inshallah, like I really wish you the best of luck for your masters as well. What would be your startup, your business about if when you step into the world of entrepreneurship? Because I personally believe, since I've experienced both, they're very challenging, especially in entrepreneurship. You have to be fully into it, so you have to
Yes.
have like a proper plan. So what would be like, what's your plan, like what kind of business are you looking up for?
So I'm more of a like looking towards like opening any food chains or like restaurants. But I think jobs aren't the must. Like if you have to gain experience through jobs.
Yeah, that's
Like if
absolutely true.
so like I know लोग करते हैं जॉब भी, जॉब नहीं करते उसके अलावा भी डायरेक्ट बिजनेस शुरू करते हैं, लेकिन मेरे like I think like jobs आपको minimum 5 to 7 years you should jobs करना चाहिए, क्योंकि you gain a lot of experience. So and frankly speaking, you play with another person's
Yeah.
money.
Yes, there comes a lot of with experience, there comes a lot of grooming as well. If you're not groomed, how do you
Yes.
expect your business to flourish? Because
Definitely.
you will further have to hire more people.
Yes.
So जब तक आप खुद की grooming आपकी नहीं होगी, you cannot groom other people who will work for you. So this is my
Yes.
take on entrepreneurship. You just don't start business right after
Yes.
you
I
graduate.
agree.
Please
Yes. I agree.
get into the industry, get to know your field better, and then आपको पता है आप जब education you get something, you get a degree, you have a vision in the first year of your university. Then I will do business, I will do study majors in, for example, finance. I will get a job in this company, and that's it. No, you get into university, you get a job. The job
Definitely.
teaches you that what exactly do you
Exactly.
want to
Yes.
do with your
Exactly.
life. Your job
So
will give you more reality checks than your education, because education is just learning, but job is your practical life, and practical life will tell you further about your practical life that you want this. If you want this, you have to be better at this. If you don't want this, you have to learn from this to make something better out of it.
yes,
So this is
exactly.
my take on jobs and entrepreneurship. So I think that everybody should work, everybody
Yes.
should gain
Exactly.
that industry experience, a job experience, it's a must. Even if
Yes.
you're not working anywhere like as a proper job, internships
Yeah,
are very
I
important.
think jobs are a must. Like
Yeah.
you know how to take risks. जॉब्स में आप जो है फ्रैंकली स्पीकिंग हम उस दिन भी फ्रेंड्स बात कर रहे थे मैंने कहा जॉब्स में आप किसी और के पैसे के साथ जो है ना रिस्क लेते हो आप तो आप रिस्क फैक्टर जो है ना जॉब्स में कम होता है तो अगर आप बिजनेस अपना आएगा ना तो पैसा सारा आपका आएगा तो risk taking is much more difficult in your own business. So मैं कहता हूँ जॉब्स से बंदा सीख लेता है कि यार कहाँ पे रिस्क लेना चाहिए कहाँ नहीं वही एग्जैक्टली आपकी
The
बात
power of decision making is improved. You learn because these are some skills. ये वो skills हैं जिनके बारे में हम उठ के बात नहीं करते. But आप job में जब जाते हो, when you are working under someone, you learn to take pressure. You learn to make decisions. You learn time
yes
management. You
yes
learn
definitely
resource management. You learn dressing up. You learn talking. You develop communication skills. There are a lot of other things that you do. फिर जब आप में ये चीज आ जाती है, when you're ready for the industry, when you know, oh my god, like I'm good now, then you decide whether I want to continue working, or I want to like grow in that role, or I want to start something else, and spread the knowledge that I have gained after this.
yeah
Everybody has different experiences.
yeah yeah exactly
Okay.
I agree
So going towards the end of this conversation, because I'm having so much fun talking to you, we have to take care of the time as well because I'm still on the clock and I have so much else to do. Let's. This is one question that I ask every alumni that I talk to, because everybody has had their different experiences, everybody has their different stories, but yet we cannot deny the fact that we are all associated with TMUC. This is something, a question I never thought about how I answer it, because if somebody asks me, I still haven't thought about what my answer would be. So the last question of this live session for you is, Safwan, if you were to describe TMUC in one word, what would that be?
yeah exactly like I told you earlier TMUC is like a second family to me so
Okay. So you'd call it second home, the second
yeah
family.
yeah
That's
yeah exactly
That's actually beautiful. A lot of people, I'm not talking about TNUC here right now. A lot of people, like outside my workplace in my university, they don't talk good about their institutes. Like, for example, if somebody came from, let's say, Beria, like, no, no, no. They
yeah
won't say good things about it. They won't say good things about Islamic University. They won't even, some people might. I'm just giving an example. But,
yeah
when I listen from people who say that TMUC was home, TMUC was family, TMUC was a game changer, TMUC was a battlefield. I've heard words like this. If you see my previous live sessions, so it has been like a very positive kind of feedback, and I love it actually.
yes
Yeah. So it was a pleasure speaking to you, Safwan, and we hold the TMUC leadership and everybody from TMUC, Pindi, Islamabad, and all of the campuses. We wish you all the best for your future journey, for your masters, for your entrepreneurship, and everything that you plan for in your life. you're always welcome back on campus. You can visit whenever you like. I bet the faculty on that department
Yeah.
will always let you in, and they will always welcome you because they really like you, and you're one of the favorites. One of the I don't know if favorite is the right word. You would know it better.
Yeah.
One of the I would say liked students at TMUC Rawalpindi campus.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Safwan, for taking out time and talking to us. We will definitely get in touch again, and we'll call you back on
Sure.
campus just to, you know, stay
Thank you.
connected.
Yes.
Thank you. Take
Thank
care.
you so much. Thank you.
Take care. Take care. Allah Hafiz.
Take
Bye.
care. Bye bye.